Hey there, my friends. It's Bill McDonald, the writing doctor here, and I want to use my editing US COPS sheet today to analyze the fourth grade writing test, the editing portion, just so we can see how many questions of each type that they asked your students. Real quick, editing, if it says what change should be made in sentence, it'll always be CUPS, and CUPS is C for capitalization, U for usage, subject and verb agreement, P for punctuation, either red stop signs called periods, exclamations, and question marks, or yellow slowing down signs, apostrophes, contractions, commas, quotation marks, semicolons, and colons, okay? Or spelling, where your kids learn to see the word, say the word, hear and listen to the word, think about when they've seen that pattern before, and be able to write the correct spelling. The other kind of editing question is what I call a Roth question. It'll say, what is the best or correct way to write sentence? And that usually means a run-on. Sometimes it means a fragment. All right? If it says, what is the best correct way to write sentence is, one of those two sentences is a fragment. So that's what this little thing is. S for sentence boundary. If it's a run-on, it means there's not enough punctuation. And if it's a fragment, it's like a period, exclamation, or question mark. There's like a wall that suddenly appears in the sentence, stopping the sentence, giving the reader whiplash. Okay? So let's take a look at the test and analyze how many questions of each type were given. Question 9. What change, if any, is needed in sentence 5? Because of the word change, your kids will automatically write cups. It was served to serve. Usage, that means they're going to change past tense, arrow backwards, to present tense, happening right now. So I'm going to place one little tally mark next to the U of usage. All right? Question 10. What change, again, needs to be made in sentence 7? Your kids would write cups. The answer was change his to their. That's also usage. Singular to plural. His being one, their meaning more than one. So they have to check the previous sentence in order to see what usage should be used. That's why I have here MJ, Michael Jackson, doing the moonwalk to the previous sentence to check and see if their and his is singular or plural. Or they can do the MJ Fox, Michael J. Fox's Back to the Future, to check the next sentence for subject-verb agreement. That would be 2 questions about usage. Number 11. What change, if any, should be made in sentence 9? So once again, it says change. That means it's cups, capitalization, usage, punctuation, spelling. Insert a comma after Brown. That's P, because a comma is in a series. Whenever there's 3 things or more, you do need a comma. So let's place one tally mark next to P for punctuation. Number 12. What is the correct way to write sentence 11 and 12? So because it says correct sentences, that means that one of them is a fragment. So we are going to place a tally mark next to the sentence boundary sentences. All right. Number 13. What is the correct way to write sentence? And in this case, it happened to be a run-on. What you can do is tell your kids, think of the ice cream called TCBY. It'll say something like, what is the correct best way? And even though way doesn't start with a W, it ends with a W, tell them to think of the bottom of the W as the word sentence, and the top of the Y, not W, top of the Y as sentences. And they were asking about sentence, so normally that's a run-on. So we're going to place another tally mark, this time next to run-on. Number 14. How should sentence 21 be changed? Automatically, they'll write cups. It was member apostrophe s to members. So that was punctuation, knowing the difference between possessives and plurals. So one more tally mark for punctuation. Number 15. What change cups should be made in sentence 23? It was Monkey Kingdom to capital Monkey, capital Kingdom, the name of a movie. Okay? So tell your kids to think of the little underlining thing that you teach them to do. Tell them, underline capitals, proper nouns. So capitalization gets one tally mark. Question 16. How should sentence 1 be changed? Change is always cups. Change families to families. That's a spelling issue. Whenever there's a consonant Y, you change it to IES when you're doing plural. So we'll place one tally mark next to spelling. Question 17. What change, if any, should be made in sentence 3? Change is cups. Delete more. That's going to be a usage problem. And whenever you have two REs or ERs in a row, we need to do what I call the ER, the ER, emergency room surgery. Get rid of one or the other. So this time we're going to be getting rid of the word more. It's closer, not more closer. So that would be usage. Now 3 questions about usage. 18. What change needs to be made in sentence 9? Changes cups. Delete the comma. Because it's a compound predicate, only 2 things are being done in the sentence. You don't need a comma. Even though the word and is there, you don't need a comma when there's only 2 things being done. So that would be a punctuation mistake. So let me go over there and place the 3rd tally mark next to punctuation. Just lost my eyes, my glasses. Alright, number 20. What is the correct way to write sentence 11? This one, because it says what is the correct way to write sentence, normally it's going to be a run-on, but for this case, they happen to give your kids a fragment. So I'm going to place it on this side instead. That's the first time since STAR has started where it said sentence and it was a fragment. In other words, an incomplete thought. It didn't have a subject and a predicate. So just remember that when it is saying best or correct way, just tell your kids to write Roth. That in every single case, it's either going to be a run-on or a fragment that they're asking them about. Okay? So next, let's go to 21. What change, if any, should be made in sentence? 12. Change is cups. Battles to battles. That means it's a spelling issue. And spelling is over here. Because of my acronym rules, I'm going to teach a real quick strategy for when you need to do extensions or examples. The R for rules is to read each sentence in question solo, either softly or loudly. We've done that. We've underlined and understood the keywords in the question. We've already labeled them, L. We've eliminated and explained the wrong answers. But I recommend as a teacher you think of the also as, can I use this example or non-example as an extension? So here's an example of an extension with double consonants with LES: little, brittle, bottles, rattles, kettles, throttles, and whittles. So you can have your kid memorize in their brain certain patterns that happen with quite a few of similar words. Right. 22, almost done. So that means we're going to put an S. I believe that I didn't put that yet. We'll find out at the end. I'll add an extra spelling if I did one short. Number 22, how should sentence 14 be changed? Change is cups. Change capital Texas Spirit Theater to capital Texas, capital Spirit, capital Theater. So it's a capitalization mistake. Make that telling mark there. And just tell your kids to say this whenever they're using capitals. Complete name, capital, underline, proper nouns. So a little 3-syllable chant whenever they're working with capitals. Okay. Number 23. What change, if any, should be made in sentence 20? Changes cups. Change then to when, then to than. That is usage. And what you're doing is you're comparing. You're saying change when, such as then, to a compare. More than was the usage in the sentence. So that's a usage. Then we have finally number 24. What change, if any, should be made in sentence 25? Changes cups. Change from a punctuation to a change to a. It's a spelling issue. It is what their kids will say whenever they see it apostrophe s. It is known for it is lakes. That doesn't sound right. It's known for its lakes. There is possessive there, so it would be its without the apostrophe. That one would be punctuation, and the spelling doesn't change, but the kids have to just know the difference between when to use the it apostrophe or the its. All right, let's check and see on cups. How many of each type? There's supposed to be 16 altogether. Let's see if I mark them all correctly. 2 capitalization, 4. Sorry, let's do cups in order. 4 usage. That's a total of 6. 4 punctuation. That's 10. 2 spelling. That's 12. And 3 that were run-ons or fragments. That's 15. And that means that I missed 1. So I believe that last one was spelling. But I'll recheck myself and post it on the wall. Thank you guys, and God bless.